Hi SQL folks, welcome to another tutorial from SQL Maestros. Today's content is slightly different from the regular stuff that I do. So you know that on our channel here on SQL Maestros, you get a lot of content around performance tuning. But today's topic and today's demonstration is slightly different. As a matter of fact, I'm working on a project with a customer where they work on a lot of Excel files. I mean, imagine they have like hundreds of GBs of data on Excel files. It's distributed across hundreds of Excel files, and each Excel file has like multiple sheets. So you could imagine all the relational stuff dumped into those Excel files, and they have been doing that over the years. Excel is a powerful tool. There's a lot of stuff that you can do in Excel, and probably you know that. Grouping, filtering, linking workbooks and sheets, writing complex formulas, doing VLOOKUPs, pivoting and whatnot. I mean, a lot of things can be done. But then a point comes where you hit the limit with Excel, whether it is in terms of scalability, the amount of data, or the functionality that you're trying to achieve. And then the overall productivity really goes down because you're trying to do a lot of things manually, and a lot of things that can be automated if all of that data can be brought into SQL Server or inside any relational database engine for that matter. And you can think about those schemas and the database design, you know, the relational structure that you have in Excel. And then you use your favorite coding, which is T-SQL, and you write all those beautiful queries to get the data out, and you can build stored procedures, and you can really automate everything that is being done manually using those hundreds of Excel files. So that's a massive project that we are working on, and I'm trying to find out and figure out how I can pass on all those learnings to the SQL community. And I thought, instead of planning too much, I thought everything that we are learning while we do that project, I will record a series of videos starting from this one and just kind of talk about, okay, these are the things that we are doing and this is what we do. So let's get down to today's content, which is very, very straightforward and simple. The first thing is to get that Excel data in SQL Server. There are many ways you can do it. You can build connections to Excel using ODBC or Excel connections, or you can even use bulk insert and those utilities. I'll show you a very straightforward things, because when we started off the project, we just wanted to kind of get some data into Excel, into SQL Server very, very quickly. So we just use the import flat file tool, the utility inside SQL Server. And as it turns out, it's not like too many people don't know about that. SQL Server has a very straightforward functionality in Management Studio built inside SSMS, which is import flat file. And you have your Excel data. You could just save that as CSV and get that data into new tables in any specific database that you specify. Very, very straightforward. This is useful for you if you were not aware of such tool or utility. But if you had known this, probably this video is not going to be of much help to you. Anyway, for those who didn't know, this is the quick demo. I will just take AdventureWorks here, for example, right click and let's go to tasks. And here you will see there is something called as import flat file. We also have import data, which is you could use this as well, which will give you a few more functionalities, and at granular level you could do a few more tweakings while you import the data. But if you just simply want to get the CSV data into a table or ready table with all the data columns, and let SQL Server choose all the data types that it can match, which you can change, by the way, in the wizard. Importing the flat file is very straightforward. Let's do that. Right click, go to tasks, then choose import flat file. You would be wondering, okay, how quickly this demo got over. Okay, so you have this welcome page. Fair enough. Let's move next. Specify where the flat file is. I'm going to browse. Let me jump into SQL Maestros folder, and I have a CSV file here which says stat master. That's to do with the business turnaround time or whatever it is. Let's just open that and let the new table name be stat master. That's fine. You could change that, but let's move forward. And then you can preview the data. It will show up here. like, okay, this is the data that we have in CSV, and yeah, you could just verify that it all looks good. And it says use rich data type detection may provide a closer type fit, however cells with anomalous values may be dropped. I would like to turn this on because then it will choose the most appropriate data type. And if there is a warning, I would go and look into, okay, which data items were dropped, and then you could do a few tweakings. And here is the next page where you can actually tweak, right? I mean, once I get the warnings, we can always go back into it. Probably in this one, I won't get any, but yeah, let's do this. So you have the attribute names coming in from the Excel file, but here you can change them. You can change the data type. It's like the way you create a new table. You could specify whatever you want. Okay, and then let's go and do next. And here is the summary, and then let's go and finish, and we're done. That's pretty much it. Okay, insert data and you have success. It just tells you, okay, this is done, and let's close this. Okay, and let's refresh. And I think this was stat master, right? So we are going to just say select star from stat master. Let's see, here is the data. It was just so straightforward of getting the flat file into SQL Server. Now, I started off, as I said, I will be doing a series of demonstrations starting from this one. And the whole idea here is, when we started off the project, we just wanted to play around with the Excels and the Excel data, just trying to figure out how things are going to work. So we quickly imported a bunch of Excel files. This way we got dozens of them inside SQL Server, and we have all these attributes. Oh, start off now. I mean, do your joins, aggregations, all the mathematics that is required, pivoting, unpivoting, grouping, filtering, anything, and see where you could head towards building that project. Okay, so in this demonstration, a quick summary here. You have just learned how to import a flat file, a comma separated value file into SQL Server, into a database in a new table. Continue to watch all the videos that will come along after this, where I am going to show you more intermediate and advanced stuff while we work on the project and learn new things. All right, hope this was a new learning. Happy SQL!